I think this Landspeeder has a bad motivator. Possibly a bad fuel making happener. Some bad lightning wires, sparkulators, something like that. Anyway, this is a friend's Landspeeder. It's in pretty good shape other than a couple things. The windscreen is missing, and the seats are missing, and the gear shift is broken off, so you can't do the bottom, make the wheels pop up and the landing gear there, make them roll. So fortunately I have a parts one. This one's in really good shape. I got this on a lot a while back. It's really only missing that top thruster, and there's a chip off of the windshield, and it's a little yellowed, but I think something is better than nothing. And I got a pair of seats, which I don't recall where those came from, but we're gonna get this over on the bench, get it all set up so Luke and Ben and the droids can be on their way to Mos Eisley. So let's get her up on the bench. Alright, up in the shop, Landspeeder comes apart with 4 screws. Alright, so we got it out. I can already see we're missing 2 springs off of that. So you've got a spring here, spring here, spring here, and a spring here that let this come back and forward. And then there's our gear shift there. So let me get the second one apart, and we'll start swapping over these parts. Alright, with this one apart, I can take these springs. I just need 2 of them. One off the front, one off the back. And I need the shifter. Alright, on the new one, put the new shifter in. Like that. Alright, got that done. Put on some of these springs. One on the back. So there you are, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 springs. This goes up under here, and you can retract your wheels, put them back down. So while I have this part, I'll give it a nice cleaning. Alright, so I'm going to clean this up and start putting her back together. what every land speeder needs. Nice waxing. Alright, top's kind of clean. There's some couple things I want to see if I can address. There's stress marks here where the window was at the edge of the hood or the bonnet, and you can almost see that that was turned a little bit. You can see a stress fracture, crack, not a crack, but just a stress mark, stretch mark. So I might hit that with the heat, with the heat gun on low. See if I can get those out of there before I move forward. It's also missing a decal, and I'm wondering if I could take it off the old one and the parts one, put it on there. Oh, and it's missing the center part too. Yeah, we'll get the. Let's try the heat gun first. Alright, so I got my heat gun. I want to go low. I don't want to get close to it either. I think I'm going to start with this one back here on the back thruster to see if I can get that out quicker. Very light, very slow. You can actually see this one starting to go away, but I don't want to warp it either. Alright, that's cleaned up. I'm going to take the windshield off of this old one and kind of unclip here. Like that. A little filthy and yellow too, so put that aside. Let's get this top done first. I couldn't get the decals out of there without screwing them up, so I'm just going to print up some new ones for this one. But we can start putting the body back together. We got our hood latch in there, we got our grills. Kind of put the two back together. You want to get the gear shift to go through the center console there. It's just a matter of lining everything up. Your grills. And put the whole sandwich back together like that. So with that done, you can see goes down, goes forward. Nice. Bad motivator fixed. Alright, let's get some screws back in this one. Alright, with that done, we can start working on this windscreen. It's got some big scratches on it. It's awful yellow. I could live with the scratches almost, because you gotta imagine being on Tatooine, this thing's just getting hammered with sand as you're flying around. But the yellowing, I think we can do something with that. So I've got some Salon 40. You can get a bottle like this at, if you're in the US, like Sally's Beauty Supply. I want to say this is like less than $5. It's been a while since I bought it. This stuff has gone a long ways. It's a cream. You can also do this with, liquid peroxide. This is going to get the job done a little bit quicker. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spread some of this on here, and we'll put it in a plastic baggie, cellophane or something. I'll put it in the windowsill for an hour or two, and that should really take that yellow out. So yeah, let's go get that wrapped up, put in the window, and we'll see how it looks. While the windscreen is retro brighting, it's a little overcast today, so it's taking a little longer. It definitely seems to be clearing up a little bit. I don't think you're going to get it completely white and clear, but you'll get it close. So I decided to replace this decal. I actually found the center console decal, which I'll glue back on, and I found these decals online. This is Toy Ploy. He does free decals. If you ever need something, you just got to print them up yourself. And he's kind of the top dog in the toy repair videos. And he just seems like a great guy. And always puts his stuff up for free. Always has entertaining videos. So it looks like the originals were actually on backwards. So I don't know if I could. Let's see if I can take this one off. If this one was dry enough to come off, then this one should be too. Now it's on there pretty tight. But yeah, we're gonna put this one here, right there, and then I'll re-glue that one. A little bit of glue stick on the secondary one there on the console, and that is done. Okay, let's do our seats. What you want to do is put it in the forward position, gets the shifter out of the way. There's two little tabs down here that receive the two tabs on the inside bottoms of the seats. So you put that on down there like that. You slide it back, and it sits behind, clips in right behind the shifter. So with that done, I'm going to go check on the windscreen again. So the retro brighting came out pretty good. It's still a little overcast. It probably could have gone a little longer, but I didn't want to go too far with it. So here's what it looks like afterwards. And then I buffed and polished it out with some plastic stuff. And so that's what I came up with. It's not too bad. I mean, it's still got that crack there. You're not going to bring that back, but it's more, in line with what it's supposed to look like. So I think this is the last part that needs to go on there. There you go. It just snaps in like that. We'll get this back out on the sands. Get our heroes back on their journey to Mos Eisley. It appears we got this thing up and running just in time. I'll get this back up on a shelf somewhere to display. Look at the interior, it's looking much better. The windscreen's looking much better. And overall, pretty cool. It saves a toy. You can get most of these parts, on eBay. Secondhand, buy a parts one, buy a beater, piece them out if you need to. So I'd like to thank you for joining me on this repair here. Hopefully we'll get some more toy repairs here in the future. I was digging through some boxes over at Vic Hucklebuck's where I pulled this out of. This was his childhood Landspeeder, and there's some other stuff that's a little bit broken over there, and I'm looking out for some more stuff. So thumbs up so I know you like my content, and please subscribe, like, share, all that good happiness, and I guess we're out.